Hello everybody and welcome to Pathfinder Plays, and today we are not playing a game. I am making a channel update video. So a couple things. What I'm going to be doing is going over this last month and what it's meant for the channel. I'll be going over future projects, and then I'll talk a little bit about my next video. So first up, this last month, shout out to the subscribers, the new subscribers, man. This month was huge for this channel. I got a massive 36 subscriber spike, and all of you guys, man, thank you very much. I know in comparison to a lot of the larger channels, obviously, they get 36 in like a second. But for smaller channels such as myself, 36 subs is just great, man. So at the beginning of this month, being August, I should say, because it's September now. But at the beginning of August, I was still doing mainly horror games and some silly indie games, but that's it. And I was experiencing growth, and I appreciate everybody who subscribed to me during this time. But I wasn't growing as fast as I wanted, and I don't know, I felt like I wasn't doing what I genuinely love to do. I wasn't playing the games that I genuinely love to play. I felt like I was trying to mirror other people's success. I felt like I was mirroring the Markipliers out there. I felt like I was mirroring the Jacksepticeyes out there, and I didn't like it. So I was like, man, it may hurt my channel, but I'm going to do games that I know people like to watch, but that I also genuinely like to do. So I switched over to survival games. But I wanted to break through the survival game genre with a brand new one that was coming out that hardly anybody heard of or was playing yet. And that was Mist Survival. Mist Survival was the testing of the waters, so to speak. I was dipping my toe to see if it was nice and comfortable. And boy, was it comfortable. Man, it was so well received. I really do appreciate the reception that it got. Like, everybody loved it. Even my subscribers that were here before I started doing Mist Survival and survival genre games, they loved it too. It was great. I'm not done with the game. I really am not. I have come to kind of a area where I've got most of the content done that I feel is recordable for you guys, unless you guys genuinely want to watch me build a chicken coop. But I mean, and scavenge more stuff, obviously. So I mean, a chicken coop and scavenging. If you guys want me to keep making videos of my scavenging journeys, then go ahead and leave a comment and let me know. Because then I will, but I don't know. I feel like you guys deserve better content than just me looking through houses over and over and over again. But who knows, maybe I'll run into something new that you guys may want to see. Alright, next up, with Mist Survival, I do have some interesting news. So what I'm going to be talking to you guys about next is more in depth about Mist Survival. And so what I'm going, the developer of Mist Survival came out with his developmental roadmap, and I'll just read snippets of it and tell you guys what's going on. So right now the game is version 0.1 point whatever. I think it's 7, and while it's in the .1 point whatever portion of the game, he's going to just be working on UI fixes, bugs, fluidity, just building a solid foundation for the game. Now when he gets the game version 0.2, that's where some brand new stuff is coming in, and that's where more Mist Survival gameplay is coming from me. Because I'll just read it verbatim so you guys see what he's, or so you guys hear what he's saying. So he says, quote, "This version is where new gameplay mechanics and new content will be added. To give you an example of upcoming content, this version of the game will introduce the mining mechanic, as well as 2 new breeds of infected, the Berserker and the Tank. In short, I'll be bringing in the following additional content throughout this phase of development. 1. New map location to include a mine. New map mechanic, fully functioning mining system. Additional craftable items, new tools, survival equipment, and craftable building parts here. A new weapon type, the hunting rifle. New infected, the Berserker, and the Tank." Now, I don't know about you guys, but there's a few places on the map that I feel could have been opened up. I found the ends of the world in multiple places, but particularly there's that massive walled off area at the fork in the road that's adjacent to the auto shop near the beginning area that I feel could be opened up, or I feel like it could also be the ending of the downtown area where I also found the end of the world, where the mountain overloads on top of the street. Both of those places I feel could be opened up during this 0.2 patch that's coming up. There's no date listed here, by the way. He just says through and to the end of 2018. Now, as for the infected types, the Berserker and the Tank sound absolutely terrifying. Like, I don't know, will they be able to break through my stinking walls now? I don't know. Am I going to be able to do something about it? Who knows? I have no idea. How many shots will it take to kill them? Do the headshots still wound them? What do they look like? How big are they? I don't know, man. I don't know. Are they faster? Sounds terrifying. I seriously haven't... Can they climb the wall? All these things are running through my head. I have no idea what to expect. They're probably going to be terrifying. 10 out of 10 chances he's going to hide one of them inside the new mine shaft. So save before you go in there. As for the additional craftable items, if you guys have been following my videos or if you have been playing the game yourself, you know that there are multiple equipment slots for pants, hats, jackets, things like that. But yet we are unable to fill those slots. I'm hoping that we are able to craft something, because right now all we're able to craft, I believe, in terms of clothing is boots, and you use the leather hide for that. I want to be able to use the leather hide for multiple different things, but he gave us more than just the 0.2 patch roadmap. He gave us a little bit into the 0.3, which is even more fun. Alright, I'll read this verbatim as well. It says, this version will focus heavily on advancing the survival systems and adding gameplay variety with the addition of new fauna types, along with the addition of a farming element. So, just so you guys know, me building my base at the farm was probably a fantastic idea, because where else are you going to put a farming element than in the farm fields? Am I right, guys? Come on. Anyways, he goes on to be a bit more specific about what is going on in 0.3 patch, and he says there will be new wildlife, deer and wolves, new gameplay mechanic, fully functioning fishing system. By the way, guys, that means I'm even cooler for choosing the farmhouse, because I have a stinking massive pond right there. Thank you very much. You get a new gameplay mechanic, fully functioning crop. New gameplay mechanic, fully functioning traps to include fish trap and bear trap. I'm coming for you, Yogi. So guys, that is the developmental roadmap for Mist Survival. I am stinking excited. I can't wait to fight the new infected. I can't wait to craft some new stuff. It's going to be amazing. So, future projects. This week I'm going to be trying to get in a little bit of Green Hell. Obviously, it's been hitting YouTube hard. It's been hitting Steam hard. I want to get my big old grubby hands on that game. It looks very intense and enjoyable. I will say I do enjoy the fact that it's very similar to The Forest. I don't think it's as... I don't know. I honestly, I can't say. I don't know. It seems more closed off than The Forest, but I think that's just because it's not in a forest, it's in the stinking Amazon rainforest. And I think the setting that and the videos that I've seen reflect that very properly, and it should feel a bit closed in, because you're in the middle of a jungle, right? And, like, I can't wait to play it. The crafting in the game, the realism in the game, the macronutrients. Although my one gripe with the macronutrients, guys, is the fact that you need to fill up your carbohydrates, which if anybody knows anything about the ketogenic diet, which is not a new diet, it's been around since 1921, it was made for epileptic children, you do not need carbs to survive. Your body does not naturally produce carbohydrates, it naturally produces ketones, and the ketones are what your body uses to fuel itself in the absence of carbohydrates and sugars. Therefore, you don't necessarily need carbohydrates to survive. So do I think that you should have implications for not eating carbs in the game if they're going for realism? Absolutely stinking not, because it's not realistic. Your body would just transfer over to burning fat for fuel, whether that be dietary fat or body fat. That is all. Dr. Turner out. Anyways, I'm going to be trying out Green Hell. I also got the game Scum. I did buy the game Scum. and I've played it around for about 4 hours now, and I gotta say, at first, you're like, man, what a stinking running simulator. Like, seriously. But the story is so cool. I mean, not really a story, but I like the context of the island. Number one, you're on a flippin' island. Number two, you're a prisoner. You have a little fidget spinner on the back of your head to identify you as one. You start out with nothing but your orange jumpsuit, and you run across other players, which there is in-game chat, which can cause hilarious encounters, or you can run across random people saying F you repeatedly until you die. So that's also fun. But you also run across zombies in that game, and what I like about the zombies is that they're like dead prison guards or military men or other dead prisoners who died before you. That crap is legit. And obviously, guys, like I said before, the main reason that I was like, you know, I need to do survival games is because I found out about a game called Dead Matter, and that's coming out in December, and I cannot wait because there's building, there's prior occupations, there's character creation. If you die, you become a flippin' zombie. I have no idea how that mechanic works, by the way, but that's what I heard. The weapon customization is there. You can obviously get your cars. You can even customize your cars and up armor them. You can add supply crates to them, roof, luggage carriers. It's going to be fantastic, and it's PvP, PvE elements. Obviously, it's going to be nuts. Also, if any of you guys have Scum, let me know, because I would love to play with you. Seriously, I need more people to play Scum with. For my next video, I'm dropping another top 10 tips. I won't call it that, but it'll just be 10 missed tips, perhaps, about missed survival. Because the first one, I don't know if any of you pay attention to the views, but the first one's doing exceptionally well. It's helping a lot of people out, and it's drawing a lot of people to the channel, which is good because it allows me to be seen, it allows me to share my content with more people, and it allows me to interact with more of you guys, and that's what I really, really like about it. So that's what I'm doing for my next video. So I'm sorry this video is a bit late. I know I usually get my video up first thing in the morning at 5:30 a.m. but man, I had issues with my computer. Like, I don't know what happened. I think I got some sort of malware or something, but I finally, it took me 2 days of jimmying with this thing, but I finally fixed it. Everything's back to normal now. I wasn't even able to open up my Steam. Like, it was bad. But anyways, yeah, that was going on. Then obviously I'm taking 5 classes this semester online, and I'm working full time, obviously, and then I'm getting a video up a day. And I'm married, which I love being married, but anybody who's subscribed to me and married knows, man, it obviously affects your time, because you got to love your wife and spend time with her and treat her like a stinking queen. But anyways, that's it, guys. This was the video channel update, letting you know what I've been up to, what is to come, letting you all know about missed survival, and that's it. I really appreciate you guys sticking through this. And remember, if you guys like scares, survival, and scavenging, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Path out.